Hey lovelies, it's your Swan Creates here bringing to you a brand new video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for giving my video a try. I hope you stick around and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so you'll always be notified when a new video comes out. Hey, sorry in advance for any background noise. I've been trying to find a quiet time in my household to record and it's not happening. So sorry in advance. So this video is a redraw of sorts. It's by my favorite girl, not by, I'm drawing it. It's for my favorite ladies of the internet or of the world, Karen and Georgia of My Favorite Murder, the podcast. Yay! This is such a huge thing for me because during most of my creative processes, when I draw for videos, or if I just draw in general, it's usually their voices I listen to in the background as I draw. It feels like I'm hanging out with friends. It's weird, but it's true. It feels like I'm hanging out with friends while I'm drawing without actual people being in my room or around me. It's the perfect setup. So there are a group of ladies, which is just two ladies. Do you call two ladies a group? But I don't know, I'm nervous, but there are two ladies that talk about true crime and they like empower women at the same time. Because when you think about true crime, most of the crime is against children and women. There's crime against men, of course, but mainly when you hear about crime, who is the main people? That's the topic. Women and children. Yeah. So they help me a lot with my mindset about things and they make me think more about stuff, especially about discrimination against people and about certain labels people give to other people. And I love them so much. Over a year ago, or about a year ago, I drew a fan art of them digitally and I was so proud of it. I'm going to pop it up here and I'll even link to that video in the little eye thing on top. And I was so proud of that drawing. I'm still proud of that drawing, but Elvis's face looks weird. Mimi looks great, but Elvis's face looks weird. And it's so weird that these wonderful, amazing ladies just started off having this podcast where they just say, hey, we are two ladies. We like to talk about a topic that not much people like to talk about. So hey, let's just talk about it on our podcast. Because in the beginning, they were just talking about their ideas or their thoughts behind crime. And it turned into this huge thing where they research crimes and they repeat it. And it also teaches other people what they could do to, help protect themselves. There's so much things that start up because of them. And it's just so amazing. And especially when I caught up with all the episodes of the podcast, I will go back to the beginning. I'll just start all over again. And just a bunch of things they joked about in the beginning happened in real life. So in the beginning, they made a joke about starting their own network. They did it. It's called the Exactly Right Network, and they have a bunch of shows on it. And it was just so funny for me because they'd be like, oh my gosh, what if you have your own network? And then they'll laugh and say that will never happen. And of course they joked about writing their own book. They just released their own book. Seriously, it's just so amazing that a lot of things they never thought that this was going to blow up. It's just they always explain it this way. It's just two friends sitting down having a conversation and people like to listen to that conversation and I'm one. So one of my favorite things about their show is that they have what do they call it hometown murder. Yeah, that's it. And I have two stories for them, but I have never emailed it in because anxiety. I'll be like, they're not gonna read it. But and then I think I'm the only Trinidadian or Trinbagonian listener. Because every time I talk about it, my friends look at me like, what is she talking about? Is she okay? And I'll be like, oh, okay, then I can talk to this to my friends. So it's like I have friends all over the world who understand what my obsession is with true crime. Because it started when we first got cable here in Trinidad, and I was randomly going through the channels because my Trini people know we only had 3 channels: channels 2, 6, and 4. Well, it had 13 too, but 13 showed the same thing as channel 2. And when cable came, it was just so much channel, so I was always channel surfing. I never stuck on one channel because I never had this much option. It was just an overload. And one day when I was with my dad, because he got it first, I was by my dad, and he yelled at me and be like, stop going through all the damn channels, just choose one. And I just stopped, and the channel the remote stopped on was the ID channel. And the thing that was showing on that channel was Killer Kids. And I sat there and I was like, what? What? This happened? Kids kill? What? And I was hooked. Seriously, I was like, whoa. So every time I remember my dad, I always go on the ID channel, and I always look for those kind of things. Those with knives with wives. I don't know if this is ID channel, but this is some of the shows that really got me. It's like Knives with Wives. Wives with Knives. Killer Kids, Lottery, The Curse of the Lottery. Oh, that was a good one. Everybody on that show, well, of course, who won the lottery, something bad happened. It was, whoa. I was like, this is like so weird. But my favorite was Kids That Kill. And I was first introduced, I think I talk about it in my old video, Karen Kravitz. Yeah, she's the one. And the first time I listened, she recommended this podcast, and I was like, all right, what's my Night Vale? I'm out of all my Night Vale episodes. Let me go check it over. The first F-bomb I heard, I'm warning you guys, they curse a lot. The first F-bomb, I was like, nope, this is not for me. But then usually, you know how the universe does work? You hear about something once, and then you've never heard about it before, and then after hearing about it, you just hear about it all the time. Yeah, that's what happened to me. And a lot of people I liked and follow and admired keep talking about these ladies, and I was like, fine, let me give them a try again. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because my brain has to censor out the F words. But now I can listen to it, because I grew up hearing all the F bombs. People don't censor their mouths around kids around here. And I didn't like it. It sounded ugly, but I'm used to it now. I still don't say it, but I'm used to it now. It doesn't bother me, but I'm so glad that I gave it another shot, because they're so good. They're so good. They're so funny. And the only way I can explain to you guys how they, open my mindset is that I thought Ross from Friends was the sweetest, most caring guy in the world. And I was like, why was Rachel so mean to him? And then I realized he's an asshole. Seriously. He was selfish. Even when they wasn't together, he was always up in her business. My gosh, he stole her win. True friends, true fans of Friends who understand what I mean. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And also, you could be part of Team Lovely. Thank you, Carla Finlow, for supporting me on Patreon. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.